true. I think that the issue with those fabulous videos is that, you know, I would say the decision makers see the video, they say the millions of viewers and say, I want that, you know, just what Luke was saying, give me one of those. But with a budget that's obviously nowhere near what is needed. So I think we've had a lot, you know, there's a Sainsbury video that's also supposedly UGC. If you go behind the screen and you do a little bit of research, it was probably 22 seconds in this video, in this 5-minute video that was really user generated. The rest was, you know, highly paid, highly qualified producers, etc. Wonderful editing and a lot of seeding money. So I think that's a bit the struggle where we are as marketers, where everybody thinks in an organization, social, it comes for free. You know, you just post a few things on Facebook and everybody's going to like, share, love you. And video content, you just ask people to post pictures, videos, you put them together, and here you have 5 million, you know, people watching it. And it's so, I mean, Luke is smiling. That's why it's a great business to be in, but it's a lot of illusions first to kill and to say this is actually not the world we're in. So I think that's one of the struggle. Obviously, to come back to your point about social media, why I found this experiment with the Live Great TV on YouTube really interesting is that we did not spend anything on social media for this. So we have 350,000 views. It's far from the 6 million that we've seen on the screen before, obviously, but it was zero spending on social media. So there is seeding, as in, you know, of course, the bloggers we've engaged, they have talked to their followership, etc. But that's extremely powerful. But there are other ways than just buying media that work. The question is how to do it and how to orchestrate it the right way, and also how to amplify through your more, you know, usual channel. I mean, what's the role of your website? What's your role of email marketing? Yeah, you know, that many people, you know, look down on, and which I think is a little bit unfair. Email marketing, when done really well, can be very powerful. It's also about, you know, we are in a business of selling face to face. So we have a large sales force of distribution representatives. How do you engage people offline to do that, you know, engagement around your online content? I think all of that's where there's a lot of power, if it's well done, and that's where you need to experiment and sell. We have started as many brands, you know, with Facebook. So if we talk just now social platforms, Facebook, because it's easy, because lots of people were on it, and it's something that people do all the time. You just need to take the lift, and half of the lift is on Facebook. So it's just really, it's a normal first step. It's an easy first step. So for us, it has become a quite important channel. But we've been quite adventurous. Again, we are, you know, as an insurance company on top of that. But I would say, you know, we are using Instagram quite successfully. We're on Pinterest, we're on LinkedIn, we're on G+, Twitter. I mean, we're trying quite a few things. YouTube, obviously. Obviously, it's a matter of getting focus, experimenting somewhere, and then trying. In an ideal world, you would have all these platforms really work very closely with each other. Right. So that's our future vision. Today, we are more trying to define the role of each of them, which each of them has to play. So Facebook, we have strong learnings, and I think we are doing okay there. As I was saying, YouTube right now is one of our focus for this year. LinkedIn for very different aspects. I think it can have a very strong role depending what you want to do. For us, hiring great people to sell insurance, as I was saying, our distribution representative really are the face of the brand. So it's extremely important to have great people. So that's very important for that. But there's also a lot of social selling coming up. There's a lot of opportunities using LinkedIn as a different platform. We also training actually all our agents on using social media. I think that's very important as well. And I would say Twitter probably for us is another area where we have done some tests that sound quite promising. So we are keen on exploring that further.
You know, this whole idea of multi-screen usage, I mean, it's going to get more and more. People are going to interact with more screens. We also know that with smartphone penetration, especially in this region, it is going to go up, and we need to be prepared for that. Now, when I think about marketers, I'd probably go back again to those 4 C's that I talked about, because you as you talked about, there is Twitter, there is LinkedIn, there is Facebook, there are various touch points which we're trying to engage with consumers, but I guess at the end of the day, the idea is about amplifying that message, what Great Eastern's all about, and it is amplifying that same message across different media, across different touch points. And I think that is going to be really important. I guess that bit which I initially started with about using the media as also a message, that is going to be quite important, because there is that risk of experimenting around with the media but kind of forgetting the message. And that is really important, because there is that kind of fragmentation which is there at the media space, but that doesn't that doesn't imply message fragmentation. And I think that is an important thing which we would hopefully see marketeers kind of follow in the coming year or so.